Good evening, one and all. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey, and we're ready to pick up another edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Today's, I believe, June 19th. It's Thursday, so that means we're on Simplex on 446.125. And we're just waiting for the clock to flip over to 7 p.m. I'll be the host of this net. And since it is Simplex, sometimes we do encourage the use of relays where required. Good evening and attention all stations. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey with another edition of the Thursday evening Simplex Lake Ontario Radio Club Net on 446.125. Since this is a Simplex net, we do encourage the use of relays where required. If you hear something I don't, feel free to let me know and you can provide a relay. Now let's take a quick standby for any time sensitive, mobile, or priority traffic stations.
Victor Echo 3, Victor Yankee Tango. Wonder if I'm making it.
Good evening, Edward. Victor Yankee Tango. You're doing a fine job. Whereabouts are you?
On the 403 next to Christ the King Cathedral, driving away from you.
Okay, well, a little picket fencing, but signal bobs between an S5 and an S9, which means it's totally readable. Doing a fine job. What's the traffic for today?
Oh, it looks to be rather light. I guess the 20 degrees has scared everybody off, perhaps. Looks like it's moving well in both directions, and next to nobody wants to go to the direction I'm going in, so I'm happy.
Yeah, that's what I thought this morning. I got on the highway to start my journey to work, and I got on the downbound 403 out of Ancaster, and there was hardly a soul to be seen. And I thought, boy, this is too good to be true. And guess what? It was. By the time I got to the bottom of the hill, it was a parking lot. Somebody had initiated an act of dubious function, and some people call them accidents, but I think it's more negligence. So there was a pile up on the 403, and it took me a good long time to even reach the number 6 highway. Anyways, you're doing a fine job, Edward. Any other information for the net tonight?
Oh, nothing of any value, but it's interesting that when I was up against the Scarpin there in Aberdeen, it was all itchy scratchy, but now that I'm out here approaching the Highway 6, and I guess I got out of the radio shadow, because you're on the mountain, right? It seems to be a lot better.
Yes, sirree. Even for the repeater, there is a little bit of a shadow as you're coming up the hill. So, yeah, it's crystal clear, solid S9. Good job there. And just a quick reminder, we're coming up on the weekend. I thought maybe you were headed for the park well in advance, just so you could get there on time, but it's on your side of the lake anyways. Looking forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing you too. Have a good day in between, and we'll catch you Saturday morning. In the meantime, I'll listen to whomever else is on here, VA3IMW.
Okay, and just for everybody's information, we are also streaming on YouTube. Just look up my call sign, VA3IMW, and scroll down until you find that big red sticker that says live. That's where you'll find us. Waving a hand to Guy from Ottawa, who's tuned in. And we also see that Dave, VA3DCS, and William, VE3IUK, have also logged in on YouTube. A few more people watching as well. So let's open it up to anybody, anywhere. If you have a call sign and in the sound of my voice, feel free to come in and say hello.
Victor Echo 3 Lima Bravo, India. Victor Echo 3 India, Uniform Kilowatt.
Okay, acknowledging 2 stations. That's Larry and Bill. And that not the stand-up routine that you might think it is. But good evening, Larry, VE3LBI. Go ahead.
Mac. My signal okay over to you tonight?
Absolutely. S9, I don't see a problem with it. Any trouble with the antennas?
No, it said everything disconnected last night, and I want to make sure it was reconnected up properly. And yes, quick little note. Jason did meet up with our pad. There's a little picture in Discord. He did meet up with him, and they had a little conversation for about 30 minutes, he said. So, anyways, he looked good, both of them.
Well, that's good news. Very good news. A little bit more effective than his attempt to meet up with him down in Texas. Oh, that was a shame. They missed each other probably by inches, right? I remember Jason posting the picture of the motorhome, but there was no sign of the the operator. So that's good. So I take it. You said that there's a picture up on Discord. I'll have to take a peek at that when I get a moment. Any other traffic for the net, and what's up for tomorrow night?
We should be good to go. If not, I can talk to Bill, but just a little tired tonight. Grocery shopping today. Got that done. Of course, I had the list and go through and find the stuff we needed. Back out tomorrow for some odds and ends that I missed, but we need to get tomorrow. So another day, and just busy. That's all that.
Busy is good. That's what they tell me. Okay, Larry, very good. And let's not keep Mr. William waiting. VE3IUK, bring it in.
Yeah, good evening, Mac. Good evening to all you folks on the net and all those joining in on YouTube. Fairly uneventful day here. Received my battery pack for the Radtel. Now, I hadn't removed the battery pack from the radio yet, but I will because I'll try to make sure that the battery order works okay. But it's the first Radtel I've ever seen where the battery pack is adhered to the back of the battery instead of the radio itself, so that's kind of interesting. Not too much else to report. Took a risk and bought some green bananas today. So that's about it for now, Mac. Back to you.
That's funny right there. I remember my dad used to say that buying green bananas was a statement of faith.
Yeah, that goes way back. Anyway, looking forward to Saturday already. Dave, VA3DCS is going to come and get me, so looking forward to it, Mac. Nice to put faces to call signs.
Absolutely. Yep. Looking forward to it. And the hot dogs ain't such a bad thing either. Okay, Bill. Thanks for your check-in tonight. And let's see who else is lined up behind you. VA3IMW on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Come on in and say hello.
Oh, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Another hater of dead air. Thanks, Chuck. I wondered what was going to take so long. Anyways, VA3CJZ, good evening, Chuck. And as usual, every Thursday I get a chance to say thank you for Wednesday. Wonderful net on the AREG. And I've also greeted Guy in Ottawa. So it sounds like 26 degrees and cloudy in Ottawa, pretty much the same as what we have down here. Anyways, good evening, Chuck, and what's up and happen on the radio front today?
Just waiting for the repeater to drop. No. Good evening, Mac, and all on frequency. Yeah, went out for a walk today. Oh, by the way, first, thank you very much for the compliment. And I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Went for a walk today at the center. Good thing I didn't have a kite or anything. Man, it was windy. And it would come in spurts, but she was blowing pretty good. So I went after the noontime downpour that we had. And it looked like they said we were supposed to get something around 5 o'clock. So I decided
decided to go, but nothing has come down yet recently. So, but it's humid out there, and that's how it is. As far as HF, I dropped in on 7.100 on 40 meters, and I said hello to Colin, who is on the Trans-Provincial Net between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. And then Rick takes over at 3 p.m. So I got there at about 10 to 3 and checked in with both fellas, and then I went for my walk, and that's about it. I was hoping to maybe make some contacts tonight, at least one, but nothing so far.
Okay, well, I guess at least 40 meters was working somewhat locally, so that's good news. I did scan the bands just briefly. I didn't get home till about 20 to 7, so I had a chance to pop on down to 40 meters to start with. So James was in West Virginia. I heard him fairly well. He was busy. I moved over to somebody in New York State and couldn't hear him. So so I guess the better operators you can hear fairly well if they haven't tuned up their radio, or getting the most out of their audio, or most resonant antennas, or if they're in a compromised position just because of the type of park, then those are the guys you're not going to hear. Went to 20 meters, and you would expect that you would be able to hear Wisconsin and Montana and all the rest of those stations, right? No, there's just silence. But I spotted a familiar call sign down in Texas, and I spun over to his frequency, and lo and behold, I hear Texas, but I don't hear other states that are, usually would be easier to hear from. So made a contact with the guy in Texas. That was, I guess, the extent of my activities, but bands are still not what I would call 100%. Hoping that things are fairly settled for Saturday. That's my experience with HF today. Hopefully after 8 o'clock, things will settle down and we'll be able to make a few more 40-meter contacts. Back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. I know what you mean about operators that you normally can hear, and then you look at the online and they're showing that they are calling out, but you can't hear them. That's when you know the bands aren't very favorable, because some guys you can hear every day no matter what, and then all of a sudden you can't hear them. That's a sign. Anyways, I wanted to try something with you, Mac. I think we're at a good distance between each other, and I wanted to see, I've got the mic EQ on my radio turned off, and I'm going to turn it on, and let me know if you can tell any difference. So I'm going to do it right now. It's set to both high and lows for the EQ inside the radio. And does that make a big difference or no?
I didn't hear any difference whatsoever, and no difference in signal.
No difference.
Okay, thanks. I think because I have the desktop mixer that I end up mixing the sound before it goes out, I think is what makes the difference. So I guess it sounds good though, right?
It sounds like Chuck. That's 2 thumbs up.
All right, very good then. Because I know before I've had comments on it, but all right, so now I know. All right, now let's just see who else is out there, Mac. Thanks for doing this one. Much appreciated, sir. And I'll sit back and listen. VA3CJZ.
Okay, thanks again for your check-in, Chuck. And let's stand by and see who else is out there looking to say hello. VA3IMW standing by on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. Okay, sound of one hand clapping. Very good. I certainly appreciate everybody's check-in tonight. It's 7:14. Winds are blowing, and there are some threats of storms coming in from the southeast. Keep your eyes on your lightning monitors, and I haven't seen anything threatening recently, so if required, do protect your stations. Yeah, safe operation is always a good plan. Let's see. Let's make this a last call. See if there's any last call check-ins. VA3IMW standing by.
VA3IUK.
Okay, I've got a similar call sign in my log here. Go ahead, Bill.
I just let you know, it's raining very lightly here right now, but I'm looking at the radar map, and you're correct. We could get hit sometime during the night by the looks of it, or late evening.
Yeah, but we also have a good old dependable Lake Ontario to help guide the storms around us. It works really well in the wintertime. Sometimes in the summer, not quite as effective, but it is that stabilizing influence that helps to make our weather a little bit more on the even keel. But yes, I'll be taking a look at the app I have to monitor electrical activity, and it's a Dynamite app. You can either download it for your phone or your tablet, and you can also set it up so that it'll give you an alert if it senses lightning within a certain striking distance of your current location. So having chunks of metal up in the sky, it's always a good reason to have another set of eyes out there to help you protect your goods.
Yeah, is that windy, or is that a different app?
Windy is winds. It's a different app. It's lightning something or other.
Oh, okay, I'll have a look in the Play Store. Okay, thanks, Mac.
Yep, QSL, and it's an interactive map. You can zoom in, zoom out, and it'll actually report worldwide. But it when you open the map on the app, it shows your localized area. But yeah, it's quite a neat tool, and it's free, and I'm cheap. So, anyways, thanks for your recheck, and certainly appreciate it. And with that, we'll bring the net to a close. And thank you all for checking in tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night on the ZOE repeater for 8 p.m. With the ZOE Rag Chew with our host, Larry, VE3LBI. And we'll turn this frequency back to normal amateur use and bid you all 7 3s. That's how we say goodbye.